Happy Tuesday to you. I hope the day has been good. Hey, congratulations to the U.S. in the World Cup for making it to the round of 16. Unfortunately, the run is over. Congratulations to. I'm trying to stay abreast. I do think soccer is a very cool sport. I just haven't really tracked it that well. Uh, we are in the thick of the summer now. It's getting hot everywhere. It hadn't been hot here until this week. Now we're touching the 90s, which is like mild warmth for where I live. I basically, you remember Tatooine from Star Wars, the desert planet? That's a little bit cooler than where I live when it gets really hot. This is like Death Valley type heat. Uh, but it's okay. There's air conditioning. There's ice water. There's hanging out in the shade and playing fun trivia games. All things we can do to beat the heat. And I'm glad that you are here doing that with us. We got friends in Pensacola. I've been down there, spent some time down there. Love Pensacola. Very cool place to hang out. And it's hot there. And that's like Gulf area. You're on the water, so you're getting that heat with the humidity. We don't have that out here. It's a drier heat. So I can complete my journey into being an old man and just say, well, it's a dry heat, so at least there's that. Or I can say, it's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. I'm trying both of those on. I don't know which to go with. Maybe I'll travel around and try different things. Somebody asked for a WWE theme. We do have SummerSlam coming next month, so who knows? That could be in the offing. We are still putting together the month of August, so anything is on the table. We try to plan about 4 weeks out, have some fun stuff lined up for that month, but plenty of fun stuff this month to deal with. And today is World Chocolate Day. And hey, how sweet it is to have you playing this Tuesday edition of Daily Trivia Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. Here's hoping you're in the sweet spot in this game. You will earn one bonus SB for it. Here's how that works for you newcomers. If you win the game today, yes, you will get your share of that $1,000, but you'll also get all of the bonus SB that you earn throughout the game added on top of that. If you don't win the grand prize, which we haven't had one where everybody's won. It just doesn't happen. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You can still pick up bonus SB throughout the game. You will have to claim them at the end of the game in order to keep them. Very simple thing to do. You just don't leave early, and then you tap that claim button at the end of the game, and then they're yours automatically. Another reason not to leave early. I'll sweeten the pot for you a little bit. The first time you get a question wrong, as long as it's before question number 10, you can rejoin to get another shot at the grand prize. Now, you can rejoin either using a single SB, which is fine, but you'd rather do it with a free rejoin. I know I would too. So that's why I would click the plus sign in the top left-hand corner of the main menu anytime the game's not happening, because you get free rejoins by watching videos, which you can do almost anywhere. If you're on the bus, if you're on the train, get some free rejoins. If you're watching TV, get some free rejoins. If you're just relaxing before you go to bed, or you just gotten up and you're not quite ready to get out of bed yet, get some free rejoins. You can do it anytime. All right. The final reason why you stick around, why you never leave early, is that each game we give away 5 100 SB prizes to 5 players who win and claim at least 1 SB in the game. Here are the winners from Monday's game. They've all been credited 100 SB. Congratulations to them. You're all one step closer to your next free gift card. Or maybe you got there because of this. Either way, congratulations. And to those of you who do not see your names up there, who have not seen your names up there yet, keep playing and claiming, because next time, the winner could be you. All right, now that you are in the know, let's get things going, shall we, with question number 1. What is the name for the practice of decorative handwriting? Is it mosaic, origami, or calligraphy? What is the name for the practice of decorative handwriting? There's no single source for beautiful decorative handwriting. It's something each civilization developed on their own. Let's just hope that calligraphy continues to exist as analog communication fades away. It's not what it was. Maybe we'll all go back to writing letters and we'll have more calligraphers out there in the world, but 99% of you got it right, which means it's not gone yet. It's still hanging on. We all follow those accounts on Instagram where we see people writing calligraphy and we just sort of watch it and wonder. I get it. I do too. We're all the same. Let's move on to question number 2, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. What sauce would typically be a primary ingredient in traditional buffalo sauce? Is it soy sauce, Frank's Red Hot, or A1 sauce? Not to brag, but I did have some buffalo wings today for lunch. Yeah. You start with this sauce and you add butter, That's the most basic recipe for buffalo sauce. And to get that traditional taste, I would suggest using Frank's Red Hot. Frank's Red Hot is the answer. Of course, it is a spicy orange sauce, which Frank's Red Hot is just out of the bottle. You add that butter and it gives it that depth, that little umami depth that you need to really get that buffalo sauce taste. I know I've done it. It works. I promise. All right, let's move on. Of the 15% of you that did not get that one right, by the way, almost all of you rejoined. I should point out we have almost 13,000 people in grand prize contention, and you can all get yourselves one bonus SB right now if you correctly answer question number 3. Which continent is home to the Himalayas? Is it Asia, Africa, or Australia? Which of those continents is home to the Himalayas? The Himalayas stretch over 1,550 miles across India, firmly, of course, in the continent of Asia. Those are all countries in Asia. 95% of you getting that one right. Well done. 4, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Which of the following board games was invented by a retired school teacher? Is it Boggle, Candyland, or Monopoly? Which of those was invented by a retired school teacher? And I will tell you the story. In 1948, Eleanor Abbott was in a San Diego hospital dealing with polio diagnosis, which was commonly contracted by children at the time. She invented Candyland as a way to entertain those sick children. That's right, Eleanor Abbott, a retired teacher who invented Candyland, a game for little kids. 53% of you getting that one right. Well done. We have asked about this before, that it was created, that it revolves around polio, which was an epidemic at the time. Thankfully, was eradicated thanks to vaccinations. Thanks, Jonas Salk. We appreciate it. Of the 47% of you that did not get that one right, I appreciate that almost 90% of you were able to rejoin. Still over 11,300 people in grand prize contention. And we're moving on to question number 5, worth 1 bonus SB if you get right. Here it is. What Japanese baseball superstar excels as both a hitter and a pitcher? Is it Shohei Ohtani, Ichiro, or Yu Darvish? All 3 very talented baseball players from Japan. For over 100 years, Babe Ruth was the standard bearer for a player who could have been a Hall of Fame pitcher, but whose hitting took him away from the mound. But now, Shohei Ohtani manages to do both masterfully. Great pitcher. I got to watch him hit. I was so excited just to see a living legend swing a bat. He didn't hit a home run or anything, but man, it's so cool to see. Like, oh, I was here. I saw him play. 8% of you knew Shohei Ohtani was the answer. And by the way, look how perfect this swing is. There's so much power generated. He's a tall guy. It's compact. It's quick. And it's like a no-doubter when he hits it. It feels like he could hit a home run every time he's up at bat. That's how good he is. All right, we are halfway done with this game. We still have over 10,000 people in grand prize contention, and we still have a bonus SB for every question you get right. So let's move into question number 6. Here it is. Which of the following U.S. presidents resigned while in office? Is it Lyndon B. Johnson, Abraham Lincoln, or Richard Nixon? Resigned while in office. Which of the U.S. presidents did that? After the Watergate break-in was tied to his administration, it was revealed that he attempted to cover it up. Richard Nixon lost the faith of Congress and resigned before he could be impeached and removed. Richard Nixon is the answer. 97% of you getting that one right. Well done. Yes, look, there were some good things he did, but overall, probably not the best president. Probably would be in that bottom 10 if you were ranking them. Let's move on to question number 7, worth 1 bonus SB. Right, here it is. In the original book, what kind of creature does Stuart Little resemble? A snake, a mouse, or a cat? What kind of creature does Stuart Little resemble? Don't be fooled by appearances. He's actually a human boy born to human parents. The only tiny difference is that he's 2 inches tall and he looks exactly like a mouse. Other than that, he's a kid like you or I were. Small, this way. That's how he does it. There he is brushing his teeth. You don't skip dental hygiene just because you look like a mouse and you're 2 inches tall. Good job, Stuart Little. Way to be a role model. All right, let's move on to question number 8, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. In 10 codes, 10-4 means acknowledgement. What does 10-3 mean? Does it mean receiving poorly, receiving well, or stop transmitting? We have any CB, any shortwave radio enthusiasts out there? 10 codes allow people communicating over shortwave radio to more efficiently send common phrases. When you say 10-3, you want the other person to stop transmitting. 10-3 means stop, cut it out, don't transmit anymore. 34% of you getting that one right, but that means that we just lost 66% of the people in grand prize contention. How many of those people had not yet used a free rejoin? Let's find out. It looks like it's going to be close to half of them, but we're down to about 6,000 people in grand prize contention. And more bonus SB on the way, too. Here's our second to last question worth one bonus SB. Is question number 9. Who has starred in the movies Dune, A Complete Unknown, and Marty Supreme? Jim Carrey, Timothée Chalamet, or Walter Matthau? Dune, A Complete Unknown, and Marty Supreme. When he's not picking up award nominations for his work, he's sitting courtside at MSG rooting for his beloved now world champion New York Knicks. Timothée Chalamet is the answer, one of the great young actors. There he is. 5,706 people have made it this far and are ready for our final question. But first, did you know tomorrow is Video Games Day? It's true. And why don't you load up with us at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and test your inner gamer with a themed game. We'll have a $1,000 grand prize. We'll have the bonus SB. We'll have the giveaways waiting for you. And a quick reminder that there are multiple ways to get to get SB from Swagbucks Daily Trivia outside of these live games. One is through our other game mode, a quick hostless version of our game you can play on your schedule up to twice per day, every single day. It takes maybe 2 minutes to complete a game. Don't forget to claim at the end. Then, of course, there is the more ways to earn button you'll see all over the app. Tapping it lets you install and play games on your mobile device to earn SB, which clearly you enjoy, but it also takes you to the daily Joy wall, named daily because you should go visit every single day. It is loaded with a variety of offers that meet your needs and available time. The best part is everything I just mentioned counts towards your daily goal, but that's not all. It also counts. Started yesterday, and it's already off to a very hot start. I will show you why in a second. If you haven't gotten started yet, this is your call to action because it runs through Sunday. There's plenty of time to get involved. Here's how a team challenge works. You earn points for your team as you earn SB for yourself in a variety of ways, including the ways I just mentioned in this app. Contribute at least 500 points to your team, and you will unlock a gift card discount that gets bigger based on how well your team finishes. So everybody gets something, but if you are on the winning team, you can help get them over the finish line number 1, and you contribute at least 500 points, you will get a 300 SB discount on your next gift card, which means you can get a $5 Amazon gift card for just 200 SB. And when I said it was close, I meant it. Here's where the scores currently stand. I've never seen, in the second day of a team challenge, 2 teams this close to one another. The Burger Bandits and Melon Mayhem are neck and neck. This could have changed while I was running this game. They may have already flipped, and right behind them is the Corn Crushers. Right behind them is Hot Dog Heat. There is not a lot of difference between 4th place and 1st place right now, so whatever team you're on, do not stop earning. If you're on Melon Mayhem, you want to press on the gas. If you're on any of the other 3, you want to overtake all those other teams and jump into the lead, and it is possible. So get involved. Click the smaller version of this image at the end of the game to check on scores, to contribute to your team, or to get assigned to a team if you haven't already. All right. We have 5,762 people vying for a piece of our $1,000 grand prize. Over 13,400 of you have stuck around to the end, and one more bonus SB is up for grabs. Which of these bands would be considered emo? My Chemical Romance, The Beach Boys, or Spice Girls? Which of those is an emo band? Who says rock has to be hard, dangerous, aggressive? You can be very successful by being vulnerable with your lyrics. You don't believe me? Just ask My Chemical Romance. The lords of emo music. My Chemical Romance is the answer. 5,104 of you knew that answer, and you are splitting our grand prize today. Well done to you. Let's meet a few of these grand prize winners. I always like to say hi. Each of you taking home 20 SB in grand prize money, plus the bonuses you earned along the way. Matthew Benson, 576, congratulations. Thomas Flannery Jr., congratulations to you. And Moo Cutie, just a few of our grand prize winners. Congratulations. Congratulations to all of you claimed your bonus SB. Now that you have all these new SB in your account, you know what to do with them. Redeem them for PayPal, cash, gift cards, Amazon, Starbucks, Target, and hundreds of other places. Thank you for playing, everyone. Come back tomorrow for that video games game. This has been Daily Trivia Live, and we will see you then, my friends.